is illegal. No rest for the weary. They miss with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
I like it. I'm happy. Good man.
Go out there and let's reset. Forget about that round.
It was all free shots, yeah?
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You got to swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You got to hold him. You got to tie him up. You got to lean on him when you come in until the referee makes you break up. But keep your hands high because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter shot lands. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. This is a high-octane battle. That hook just can't find the target. And he scores with the counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan. There's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? The straight right just misses. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Counter punch caught him clean. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Missing with the left hook. Perfect counter lands. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Left hook just missed. powerful counter shot. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the...
And there's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That jab doesn't find a home. Catch and shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe this? He misses with that straight left. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot. And now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just missed with that hook. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. Here comes round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. They block the left there. Can't score with that jab. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Locks the straight left. Well done with that counter shot. Misses with the straight left. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing keeps speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice counters. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And down he goes! What an upset this could be as Khan is down! I don't care how good your chin is, a punch...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Khan in that. And there's the bell for round 9. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! Somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
The Prince of Wales is down. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Beautiful counter punch. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Nice counter shot. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. We've made it to round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last. And there's the bell for round 11. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That right jab just misses. Miss with that jab. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that. And there's the bell to start round 12. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punch. Amir Khan in some real trouble. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan. And there's the bell to start the round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Conn. They ring the bell, and here we go. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up?
Joe Calzaghe is on the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still one of that.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter shot. Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though.
So here we are, the final round of the fight. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
The courage on display here is incredible. Punch, counter punch. Tried to score with a jab. Swing and a miss with that hook. A perfect counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The right hook misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That's it, a unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened, a unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.